Chapter 3. Oh, to gaze upon. Thanks. You get that turkey to Papa? Old Lady Jones directs at me with disapproval. I hum, my slender digits pausing on the computer keys. Of course, he wasn't trying to hide it all that well. He confessed to smashing that poor girl's window. You should get Ben to write up the form, FD 302, aka the confession. I maintain eye contact and observe her response to my statements. I saw her jaw tighten. Very well. Your grandfather wants to see you, once you're finished with what you're doing. My gaze narrows as my brow goes up. About what? I'm not a delivery pigeon. Just go to his office soon. With that, she walks off with an agitated stride, impressive for an old woman. I turn back to my screen, seeing tired maroon eyes reflect back at me from the black computer screen. I tap impatiently at a button, so the computer turns back on. I write up my own mundane report, not because I question John's skill. However, two perspectives are better than one after all. Once I click the pesky device back off, I rise to my sore feet and glance around the office. All men older than me, but not as particularly skilled in some aspects that I am. I roll my neck, sighing softly as I hear a crack. I was already halfway across to my grandfather's office, wondering what could possibly be the next thing he had to whine about. I already dealt with the other miscreants this month, rather easily too. I'd say I earned my position as fairly as any other man or woman on the force. However, that didn't stop snide comments thrown my way for my father being the director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I know he's faced his own fair share of nasty comments from the decision. People could be rather jealous and wrathful when they feel cheated out of an opportunity. Truth is, no one here is qualified for this. Just because I was way younger than everyone else in here didn't make me any less qualified. The door makes a grinding, resting sound as I push it open. The smell of decaying books hit my nose as I stride in. Took you long enough. I have a challenge for you, Lucian. The dark eyes narrow at me, dropping papers down. Since you're so eager to prove yourself, the county has some funky things going on. A dead woman torn open. My old man, Lewis, states. That's it? Which county? I quiz, skeptical if this was some ruse to send me away on some goose chase. Don't go on questioning me, boy. You want it or not, I can easily ask John or Sean to do it. Fine, I say curt, lips curling in slight annoyance. When and where is it? Tonight. It's Sinktown. Sinktown? My face scrunches. Yes, that's what I said. I suggest you go pack. Tell no one. I don't need anyone causing trouble for you. All right, I sigh, turning to leave. Oh, and don't forget to let the cats out before you go. Packing wasn't that difficult. I only brought things that were necessary or essential. Clothes, toothbrush, hairbrush, gun, and my badge. The cats rushed past my legs when I stepped out the front door with my bag. The sun was already going down. My eyes lingered on the sun as I tossed my bag into the back seat of the car. Sinktown was only an hour-and-a-half drive, give or take traffic stops, and for food or the bathroom. The car roared to life as I pulled out. My grandfather was oddly vague about the cases, whether that be from his own lack of information or his tendency to hide things from me. I was unsure. Usually, he was pretty easy to read, but he had his own poker face moments. One thing was for sure. He looked almost reluctant to send me out on this particular case, which is odd. The case seemed ordinary. Well, ordinary to cops who saw all kinds of different situations. Rather that be some mouthy, snobby person who thinks they know everything, or someone's head busted on a curb from a drug deal gone sour. This one seemed pretty simple. in some forgotten county. Maybe infidelity or an actual accident. Some of the homes in that location have definitely seen better. The road was rather empty. No surprise. No one really came this way down the road. These roads were outdated and considered a longer detour to wherever you wanted to go. The roads were bumpy and had you tensing your jaw and praying for your tires. It didn't help that you couldn't see anything but what your lights hit. Ahead of you, 0 streetlights. I also noticed that most gas stations were out of business, as if simply left to die. Shattered glass and obvious signs of homeless people taking refuge from harsh weather. Who would want to live out here? Prices were swaying, but not nearly enough, unless your family lived here too. Perhaps introverted recluses would dream of a place like this, trees stretched out along ahead of you, as if daring you to pull over and get out for just 1 second, swallowing you whole with gluttonous intensity. As if on command, something thrusts itself into the road with sudden determination. I react with instinct and slam my foot down on the brake, surging anything in my car flying. The car makes a scream of protest and the sudden decision of halting. The seatbelt locks into place, like being crushed in a snake's coils. I almost bust my nose on the steering wheel. A close call. A dizzy groan slips my lips, while my eyes drift up to see what animal had a death wish. Animal, which it was not, or rather, not anymore. Nausea curled venomously in my gut. My eyes first caught on the side of the bone stretching out like a cat's spine, arched and bent upward with strings of what seemed to be rotten flesh, clinging helplessly. My breath caught when I saw the mouth of the creature, of what I could only assume used to be some kind of canine, only by the clue of the jawbones clearly visible, as if its skin was melting off its face, and now just lingering until a gust of wind knocked it off. The bones of what formed the jaws of the animal hung low, agape in a slacked jaw yawn. All of that was nothing compared to the eyes. They were pitch black, like pits of hell had frozen over and left hollow darkness where flames used to reside.